So here's some help on the ratio word problems. In number one here, we're given the ratio of boys to girls is 2 to 3. That means 2 boys for every 3 girls in the class. Now this ratio is a part to part ratio. They call it a part to part ratio. So that means they've given us one part and they're comparing it to the other part of a total number. So in this class, we don't have the total number of kids. We have that there's 2 boys for every 3 girls. Now the lowest number of kids we could have in this class and maintain that ratio is 5. 2 boys plus 3 girls gives us 5 total students. So that's important. 5 total. 5 total students. 2 boys plus 3 girls would give us 5 total students. Now in this part C here, number 1 part C, they gave us the total number of students. So we can use that to find out the number of boys and the number of girls. I can create a part to whole ratio. So instead of the part to part, I can create a part to whole, they call it. So if there are 2 boys, for every 5 total students, and remember I just found that out because I know if there's 2 boys for every 3 girls, that means there's 2 boys out of 5 total students. Now I can just create a proportion to find out if there's 75 total students, then how many are boys. So we know how to solve this. 75 times 2, then divide by 5, we get 30 boys. So if there's 30 boys and there's 75 total students, 75 minus 30 means there's got to be 45 girls. So how many more girls are there than boys? 15 more. Now I have to do this on this sheet here. I don't have like a separate sheet of paper to show you this, but you should be doing these on a separate sheet of paper. So I'm going to scroll down here to another problem that is similar. Actually, many people struggled with 2, so let me show you 2. There's 65 children in the 6th grade. That's the total. 15 more boys than girls. How many girls are in the class? Well, I don't know. In fact, the way I'm going to solve it is to guess and check. So I'm just going to throw out numbers here. Let's say there's 20 girls. How many more boys does there have to be then? 15 more than that. So 20 plus 15 is 35. So if I have 20 girls and 35 boys, do I have 65 students? No, I have 55. So it can't be that. It can't be that combination. Wrong. So I'd try something else. 25 girls. So if I have 25 girls, and I'm just guessing a number here, that means I have 15 more than that for boys. So 25 plus 15, that's 40 boys. Does 25 and 40 add up to 65? Yes, it does. So that means we have 25 girls in the class. Now this is actually, you can solve this with a system of equations, but that's beyond us. We're not to that yet. So guess and check is our best bet there. What's the ratio of boys to girls? Well, I wrote it down here. I took the time to write it down. So my ratio, I've got 25 girls, and it asks me for boys to girls, so that means boys comes first. 45 boys to 25 girls, and I can simplify that. I'll divide both numbers by 5. 40 divided by 5 gives me 8. 25 divided by 5 gives me 5. 8 boys to 5 girls. If 5 more girls join the class, what's the ratio of boys to girls now? So that means I would have 40 boys to 30 girls. Oops, I'm doing that in red. 30 girls. And now I can divide both those numbers by 10 to get 4 boys for every 3 girls. That's a G for girls. 3 girls, not 36. Alright, do one more for you here. Let's do number 4. The ratio of M&Ms, green M&Ms to yellow is 2 to 5. So that's 2 green to 5 yellow. If there are only green and yellow M&Ms in the bag, what's the smallest number possible? Well, if there's two greens and 5 yellows, that means the smallest number possible is 7. That's the total. I change this part-to-part ratio into a part-to-whole ratio. So now, they're asking me how many are green, and they're giving me the total, the altogether. So I know that there's 2 green, that's a G for green, for every 7 total. So if there are 84 total, I can figure out how many will be green. And I think we know how to solve that. So the key here is when you're given a part-to-part ratio, add up the 2 numbers and use a part-to-whole ratio. So if I wanted the number of yellow, 5 yellow out of 7 total M&Ms in the bag. You can use that when you're given the total number of M&Ms in the bag. Thanks for watching.